ex-drug dealer, then I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Being a parent, especially for the first time, with that comes a lot of self-doubt. As a dad, I just try to lead by example. When you're trying to be the best person that you can be, your kids see that and then they emulate that.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday morning out there to you, and welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. I'm going to step off and put my mic on this morning. It's been a morning, hadn't it? You know that when you don't have your mic on. So hope y'all can hear me, but overall, I want to show you some rain totals before we really get into the forecast this morning, because some of us yesterday picked up some well-needed rain, and you can see that across the area. Rainfall totals over the past 24 hours. Now, some of us didn't pick up any, so that was kind of why we had that 30 to 40% chance, because not everybody going to be getting a shower in their backyard, but those who did could have picked up a lot. You can see places closer to Bruce around 2 inches. Same story in places like over in Tippah and Tishomingo County as well. Could have picked up around 2 inches. Again, if they got under one of those heavier pockets. Some places over in Lee County got around a half of an inch. Have my mic on now. Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday out there to you. Anyway, so depending on where you are, you could have seen around 2 inches if you got consistently under one of those heavier pockets. If not, could have seen less than half of an inch. So very dependent on if you got lucky enough to get under one of those showers or not. As for right now on Mississippi Live Radar out there for your Tuesday morning, we saw some rain pass through really overnight. Now you can see it kind of tracking out just to our south in places like Canton, Jackson, Crystal Springs about to get that. So that's continuing to track off south. Again, here in North Mississippi, we are starting off dry for your Tuesday morning. So very different story than yesterday morning, because we saw a lot of rain out the door yesterday, just not the same story today. Here's what you need to know out there for your day ahead for your Tuesday. Afternoon rain chance is going to be continuing. So even though we're not starting off our day with some rain, we could be ending it with some rain. So I'd keep the rain gear handy for your afternoon. Above average temperatures, yeah, you guessed it, still in the forecast today. And more rain is going to be coming into the picture as we head late week and then actually into next week. So that's a few things you need to know as you head out the door this morning. Here's a live look if you haven't stepped out the door. Nice conditions over in Amory. Temperatures in the middle 60s. Overall, a great view to start off our Tuesday. And again, no rain across the board, and that's consistent over in Amory as well. So nice views as you're headed out the door this morning. Temperatures for the most part in the 60s, middle 60s over in Crenshaw as well. This is northwest Mississippi. This area got a lot of rain yesterday, okay? So they're starting off probably thankfully to be on a dry note, and temperatures again in the 60s. Temperatures across the board mainly in the 60s for northeast Mississippi, 66 in Bruce, 67 in New Albany, 68 down in Starkville. A little bit warmer if you're closest to places like the Delta, 72 in Cleveland, 70 down in Greenville, 70 down in Greenwood. So a little bit warmer off to our south and west. Here's what you can expect for your day ahead. Temperature is going to be climbing through the 60s over your next hour, and then 80s by 10. 90s into your afternoon. So I said another warm day ahead. Keeping about a 10% chance between now to 1. We could get up to a 20 as we head into, again, those really afternoon and early evening hours. A lot of us will not see rain today, but there is that chance overhead. Here's a live look of what's going on, a little bit more of a region-wide view, a zoomed-out view. Again, no rain across the area or a good portion of the central United States, other than those showers that are happening down in southern and central Mississippi. Let's take it over your next hour or two as we head into your later afternoon. That's when we can start to see a few scattered showers in the mix. That's why I say have your rain gear handy this afternoon in case you get under one of those heavier pockets. Again, not everybody getting in on that, just like yesterday. As we shift into Wednesday, we'll start off yet again on a dry note, but could still see a few spot showers into your afternoon. So that's why I say afternoon rain chances today and tomorrow both see a chance of a passing downpour or two, and then we look to kind of dry out on your Thursday. So that's an overall picture of what's going on. I'll take it more in depth. We'll go hour by hour today through tomorrow. When can you expect the rain exactly to come in and out of where you live? We'll talk through all of that. And of course, we'll also talk through your latest and greatest 7-day forecast. And there are more rain chances on it. So you're going to want to see it this morning. That's all coming up right after this.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious when he began to discover weather. Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.
When people are fed, futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer, advocate, donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/act now.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey guys, good morning. Happy Tuesday out there. As always, thank you for starting off your morning here with us on Mississippi Live Weather. I'm tracking dry conditions across the board, except for a few showers that have just popped up. So I wanted to show you those on your Mississippi Live radar this morning. These are pretty far. They're just sitting outside of really the area that we cover south of Sunflower and Indianola, Mississippi. So this is over in the Delta, seeing a few showers trying to pop up. No lightning associated with those. So just some brief light to moderate rainfall. And that's the only thing I'm tracking out there this morning. Take a look at everything else on your Mississippi Live radar. Again, dry conditions across the board other than those few showers way off in the Delta. So if you're not over there, you're waking up looking like this. This is a live look over in Batesville. This is Panola County, Northwest Mississippi. Temperatures in the middle 60s. And again, a nice view out there, a nice view in general out the door this morning. As for over in Alcorn County, Corinth, Mississippi, yet again, seeing some nice conditions out there. Temperatures in the middle 60s. Overall, really great start to your day, no matter where you are across the board. A little bit more cloud cover over in Greenwood, a little bit more cloud cover over in the Delta. That's because of that rain, but also keeping temperatures in the 70s. So a little bit warmer if you're waking up with us over there. Let's talk about your airport delays this morning. If you are headed out on the airways, maybe you know anybody that's coming or has a connecting flight across the United States in those international airports. I'm not tracking any delays this morning. We did see a ground stop in Chicago yesterday morning. They're good to go. So if you have anything going through there, that airport, you're good to go this morning. As for your school bus drop off here in North Mississippi, temperature is going to be in the 60s for drop off. Still a pretty nice day or morning out there. As you're going for pickup time, definitely warm yet again. A lot like yesterday, all of us going to be topping off in the low 90s. About a 20% chance of a passing shower as you're picking up those kiddos as well. High temperatures all across the area going to be near 90 degrees. This is a few degrees above where we should be for this time of year. So definitely warm. 93 in Grenada, 93 in Tunica, 90 up in Holly Springs, 91 in Starkville, 89 in Louisville, 80 or 91 in Macon as well. So most of us topping off near 90s into the low 90s today. Let's take it hour by hour. When can you expect rain to come back into the picture? Because we are seeing chances. They're on the low end, but there's chances out there today. So this is now through noon. Could still see a few showers, mainly in places like the Delta and into the southern half of our region. I think it's the afternoon that we're really going to be watching for. You can see this is at 4 o'clock on your Tuesday. A few more of those heavier downpours coming into the mix. So that's what we're looking at. But you can see, I mean, these are very few and far between. Not everybody at all getting a shower today, but those who do get lucky enough to get under one, well, it could be briefly heavy at times and give you some well-needed rainfall. So again, those are mainly going to be setting up in places like Northwest Mississippi is where I'm seeing the majority of that activity. That was the same story yesterday, but still Northeast Mississippi could pick up a shower or two going into your afternoon and evening hours. As we shift into your Wednesday, mainly starting off dry, I think we could see a few showers closer to the Mississippi and Alabama state line, but a majority of us start off very dry yet again for your Wednesday morning commute. Going into the back half of the day, maybe you could see a few showers showers, especially as we head into those peak heating times. So I'm thinking 3, 4 o'clock, keeping about a 10 to 20% chance out there for Wednesday as well, because the main story is not going to be until the afternoon. So very dry until the afternoon, then a few heavy downpours. And then as we head into those overnight hours, they start to fizzle out. So that's going to be our story over the next few days. Most of us not getting a lot of rainfall out of this. Again, unless you get lucky enough to get under one of those heavier pockets, yes, you could pick up anywhere between 1/4 to maybe 1/2 of an inch if it really sits in your area for a while. But most of us across the board, not even picking up 1/4 of an inch over the next few days. So that's not going to help our drought monitor out very much. Just reminding you what our drought monitor does look like across the board here in North Mississippi. We are seeing that moderate drought inching into our area, and then that severe drought kind of coming in from the north. So Shelby County getting that, in Memphis over into places like Tate County, Panola County, Tunica County. So that's kind of diving in. So we're keeping our eye on this. So another one, an updated drought monitor, will come out on your Thursday morning. Keep it here. I'll have the latest of what it will look like, and we'll kind of go through that together. I do expect things to worsen because we haven't seen too much rainfall for that to kind of get any better. Let's talk about your 7-day forecast. 90s out there today, 90s tomorrow. Again, about a 10 to 20% chance for your Wednesday afternoon as well. Things dry out as we head Thursday and into Friday. So that's good for those Friday night football games. We did have about a 20% rain chance on there. I mean, I could argue a 20%, but it mainly looks to be dry until we head into Saturday and then maybe into Sunday. I'm really looking at Saturday being our main day of rain into the weekend ahead. We'll have more details as we get closer to that day, but just so you know, that's the day that's looking like the wettest right now. If you got any weekend plans, here's the thing as well, as we head into our next work week, Monday and Tuesday, Tuesday especially looking wet. Go ahead and give you an update on that. I know it's not on our 7-day forecast, but that's looking kind of like the wettest day of the next 7 to 8 days. And you can see temperatures eventually do get better as well into the 80s as we head Sunday, Monday, and then into our next work week. So some relief is coming, even though we're having to deal with the 90s right now. I know it. Make sure to tune back in with us. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for Mississippi Live Weather at 7 and also 7:30 this morning. We'll be talking tropics and everything you need to know to get you out the door. Again, I'll be back in around 20 minutes at 7 a.m.
Dijimos que nunca romperíamos la regla de los 3 segundos. Nunca haríamos esto. Y nunca nos convertiríamos en una mamá con minivan. Como padres decimos nunca sobre muchas cosas, pero los nunca a veces suceden. Así que, aunque digas que nunca dejarías a tu hijo en un auto caliente, es algo que puede suceder. Antes de alejarte del auto, siempre para, mira, cierra.
What would you give for a child you loved? To make their wish come true? To help them fight a critical illness? Just imagine what you'd do. Every single one of us can make the stars align, because when we come together, hope and joy will shine. 'Cause in a star